Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And it's going to be one of those days. We're going to talk about this new DC Comics Harley Quinn comic book special. It stinks. Literally, it stinks. It's about Harley Quinn farting, and it's a scratch-and-sniff comic. And no, I did not just pull that out of my ass. Yeah, this
is for April Fool's Day, to be fair. But, like, who wanted this? And I feel bad for anybody having to pack these up for shipping.
Yeah, so let's talk about this, because it's like every time DC Comics gets a win, they cannot help themselves. They got a win with Absolute Batman. It did very well from everything I've read, and now they're doing this. And you know, the wild thing is this book will probably sell well just for the sheer novelty of it all. I don't have any words. I mean, like, look, they've done comic books before that had bullet holes in them. They've done comic books before that literally had a comic book editor, his ashes in the ink.
Oh, really?
Not even kidding. That was a thing. This is something else. So let's talk about it, because everybody's roasting the hell out of this.
I mean, it is for April Fool's Day, though.
I guess April
but
Fool's.
Still, I mean, I'm not agreeing. I think it's a good idea. I'm just saying, at least it's for like one day April Fool's. But still, it's like, well, what were you thinking?
I don't know. They're out of ideas, right? We're out of ideas.
So what was the discussion? Hey, what haven't we done? Let's make Harley Quinn fart and you can smell it.
Yeah,
it's like a weird fetish come to life.
That's it. People are like, yeah, it really feels like. If you look at the creative team, people are like, yeah, there's something off. There's something off. Something stinks about this comic book. So, before you get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You'll get a woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
Go out to clownfish-com. Check out our merch. Check out our Plus Club. You can
Nothing smells like fart. At least not ours.
It's not ours. It's coming from a warehouse. If it smells like fart, I apologize. It's not us. And also clownfishtv.locals.com. Yeah. So this is real. I saw it yesterday. Pimp Master Broda put it up. I thought it was a joke. Like, oh my gosh, Harley Quinn's farting. Yeah, this looks like something else. But yeah, it's real. This is the previews listing for it. She's been holding in all of her very worst bits of bubble guts for 32 years, and it's been leading up to this epic expulsion.
So is it gets like bubble gum or something because it's bubble guts?
No, I don't think so. They said it's going to smell like farts.
Oh, God. Well, they had Stinkor, so there's that. But you could put Mossman as a car air freshener next to him, and it was fine.
Everyone who worked on this comic is getting thrown into Dr. Fartley's home for no good gassy gals and guys. Read the comic that Abraham Lincoln called a joy from fart to finish moments before he died.
Why are you bringing Abraham Lincoln into it? Dude was killed.
Warning, we aren't kidding. If you're grossed out by farts, then this comic isn't for you, and that's perfectly okay. I'm not judging you unless you want to put your feelings to the test, in which case...
That's okay. We're all judging you.
What the hell?
We're all judging them.
What the hell is it? Yeah, apparently, so Harley Quinn has been gassy in media before. I think it's gross. Some people get off on it.
I don't think it's... I mean, if it's a joke in a cartoon or something, like a one-off, it's no big deal. But you're making a whole book based on her farting.
Oh, my God. So this is the article from Bounding in the Comics. DC to celebrate April Fool's Day 2025 with Harley Quinn Fartacular. Silent but deadly. One shot, yeah, it's serious. People thought it was like an AI thing. They're like, oh, yeah, wouldn't this be funny? It's like, no, this is...
Funny story. Pull my finger was the first thing my dad ever said to my mother. It's true.
Oh my God.
He saw pictures of her and he knew he was going to marry her when he saw the pictures and he liked her. And then he panicked and he told her to pull his finger. But she still married him and I'm here now. So, it worked out.
It did work out. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. So yeah, they said news of the one-shots production first bubbled to the surface thanks to DC's December 20th reveal. Their March 2025 solicits. Okay. Therein tucked far below such potentially promising teases as those given for Absolute Flash #1, which will introduce the world to that universe's version of the Flash, was the Fartacular. So, like I said, DC's actually starting to win people back with Absolute Batman, and then they pull this shit.
Yeah, but literally.
Set to be penned by Fire and Ice, Welcome to Smallville, Volume 1. Is that the one? Oh my God. I think that's the one where they had the drag queens in Smallville.
I have no idea.
Because that would absolutely happen, I'm sure, in Middle America. Joanne Starr and illustrated by Tales of the Titans, Beast Boy Volume 1, artist duo of Ted Brandt and Rose Stein. The one-shot will, honestly, there's no way to summarize it, solicit in a way that's both succinct and makes sense. We already covered it. Beans. We got beans. Typical comic book industry fashion alongside the standard cover illustrated by the aforementioned Brandt and Stein. The artwork depicted a cabaret dancing Harley Quinn breaking wind in a particularly strong
It was
fashion.
green gas.
It's green gas. I thought, is this like the Joker's laughing gas, except this is like the tear gas?
Yeah, literally. Gag gas.
I don't know. I don't know what to even make of this anymore. Yeah. So, but they've been pushing this for a while. She's been pushing it out for a while. Apparently, I'm hearing from people that all over social media, this is not being received very well, especially normies are like, why the hell? Because a lot of people like Harley Quinn, right? You don't want to see her fart.
No.
Some people do. But like,
people, yeah.
You know, I'm saying like, this is like a whole nother level of what the hell.
But I mean, to be fair, her character would, to torture somebody. I could see her doing it. But you don't need a book about it that stinks.
Yeah, there are.
No one needs this.
Scratch and sniff pages. This is funny. Quarter Black Garrett. Tonight's episode, the writers explicitly advertised fetish.
Yes.
Oh my God. They wonder why French, Korean, Chinese, and Japanese comics are dominating the markets.
Yes. Oh
God. So this might actually sell really well. I hate to be that guy. Like, I think it's disgusting. I think it's foul. I think people might pick it up just for the novelty of it.
Yeah, I would keep it in a sealed plastic bag or container or something.
Pizza time stops. This is the writer.
Leftist cat lady. I am also a cat lady. Ew.
I'm a dog man. I like cats too, but what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? They deserve the bankruptcy coming their way, says Hooks. And when they have to sell the IP of the characters, maybe it'll fall in the laps of someone who has respected the source material. I don't know. Big Bone says the best thing they've ever done with the character. French Clark Kent here says this makes Mad Magazine look highbrow. Yeah, it does. It's a very like lowbrow take. I don't even know what to say. I'm just like, is this how desperate they are?
When I saw it, I thought it was a joke. That's Kyle was like, it can't be real. That's what I thought. I thought it can't be real. And then you said it was in the previews. And I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, it was in previews. It said, I don't kink shame crowd. The cultural trend brought us to this. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, this is the thing. We are seeing more and more kinks in mainstream comic books. Again, I think that was the comic, I'm pretty sure, where they had the, drag show in Smallville, which, totally would happen. It totally would happen. But, we've also got a lot of characters that were being shipped, turned canonically gay or bisexual because they were ship bait. Tim Drake, I still don't believe that's canon. There's nobody that can convince me that is canon because there's no indication of Tim Drake Robin ever being bisexual, ever having feelings for boys. No. But yeah, this is what happens when you have no leadership. And this is what I've heard is that currently at DC Comics, there's no leadership. They just let them do with that, whatever. And Jim Lee was brought in to be the leader, and he's not saying, no, this is too far. In fact, and I can't really go on record as saying, I can't go on record as telling everybody what I heard, but I did have a chance to talk to Jim Shooter a couple of weekends ago, and we had a nice little conversation, and he basically said there's nobody steering the ship. Mm-hmm. And he said that's the problem with comics now.
He also didn't know who you were. So, people would be like, oh my gosh, go after him. He didn't know that Neon was Neon.
No, I didn't tell him. I just said that I grew up.
Not that he would know you, but I'm just saying, no one better harass him because he talked to you because he had no idea.
Yeah, we had a pretty lengthy conversation, and I talked to him for a while, and I was like, I'll let you get back to your work. He's like, no, we're talking. So, but he basically said he believes that the root of all of this is that there's nobody in charge really at Marvel and DC. And I can tell you this would never fly on his watch.
No.
He would never allow a fart comic in a mainstream superhero comic. I mean,
that stinks too. I mean, literally, that book's going to stink. Like, I mean, I'm very sensitive to smell, so I'd probably puke.
I give up. I mean, you want to talk about absolute, this is the absolute state of the comic book industry right now.
We resorted to using farts to try to gimmick sales.
To muster up sales, yeah. And it probably will sell. I'm going to be honest.
It probably will because it's an April Fool's one-off. Yeah. I'm sure it will.
So there we go, guys. The comic book industry stinks.
To be fair, though, I do want to point out it's just a one-off for April Fool's. It's a joke comic for a joke holiday. So I mean, I'll give it a pass for that reason. But I just don't understand. Like, you say no to other things that make more sense for the audience once, but then this is what you're going to go all in on. That's what I don't understand. Like, I mean, I get it. It's a funny comic for a holiday. It's made about jokes. So I for that reason alone, I'm just like, okay, well, I don't see the problem with it in that regard. But my problem is you'll put all this effort and you'll put this money behind this and you'll do this, but you won't you change other characters and you won't put them back or won't give fans what they want.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at, you know?
Disgusting. This is gross. And the sad thing is the audience that they're courting, they're going to eat this up.
I just think a lot of people don't want something that smells like farts.
I don't know.
But that's just me. I mean, I want to puke. My gag reflex wants to kick in just thinking about it.
I didn't buy Stinkor as a kid because my friend had Stinkor for He-Man. For those of you who don't know, Stinkor was the skunk character, and he actually smelled. That was his gimmick, right? All the He-Man characters had gimmicks, and his gimmick was he smelled like skunk.
And then Moss Man smelled like a car pine air freshener.
Like an air freshener.
So if you put them together, they kind of
balance each other out.
Yeah,
But my friend had Stinkor, and his whole toy box, like as soon as you'd open the lid to the toy box, it smelled like skunk.
I bet his parents regretted that one.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm not buying Stinkor. I don't want my
Good thing
stuff
was this year we had perfume, and she actually smelled like perfume. So it was like she was floral.
Yeah, but see now they would have
barf-inducing
flatula.
Flatula.
And she would smell like fart because it's funny and gross, and somebody has a kink for it. I don't know. Let's wrap this up. I'm done talking about Harley Quinn's ass.
Well, real quick before you stop.
Oh, okay.
Not her butt, but there was a video, and people probably seen it on the internet. Someone had a thermal camera, and they were videotaping people standing around and watch. And you can see on the thermal camera them farting. And a lot of them were women, and it was funny because they just walked past somebody, and you see this big cloud go out their rear end, and it was funny. So people watched that video. So maybe that's what they were thinking. Like, people think farts are funny, so maybe that was their thought process. Or they're into it, and that's even creepier.
That's what people are speculating they're into.
Because why would you make it smell like farts, too?
I didn't even know.
Who wants to sniff farts?
I didn't know that was a thing. I mean, I know there's like all kinds of weird fetishes. I had no idea that people were into farts. But I guess if people like to be pooped on and peed on, it makes sense.
But it's a very limited audience.
It's a very limited... Yes, for all the people who wondered what Harley Quinn's ass actually smells like.
Hey, the Gwyneth Paltrow candle kept selling out.
Oh, my God.
Just saying.
Okay, we're going to wrap this up.
Yeah, sorry.
We're done. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.